What's good? It's your boy Ben, and I'm back with another video. And I'm just talking about life in general. And I talk about a wide variety of different things on this channel. And the topic of discussion on this video is going to be about two content creators by the name of Dontay and Dantay London, right? And let's get into it. And this is pretty much my take on things, man, and this is my take on these two. Viewer discretion is advised. Some situations and instances in their videos may be manufactured for viewer perception, and what I mean by that is how you look at the situation that they're in, right? You know, and pretty much, as you know, Dantay London, he's been going through various different hardships, you know, from almost about to losing his apartment, about to lose his car, and have to potentially or probably have to move back home with his mom. And he also has a wife and he has a young son, right? And then you got Dontay, who just, man, out of nowhere, you know, as soon as Dantay London was going through his hardships, man, she started facing hardships almost similar, you know? And it was just ironic that these two are in the situation they're in now. And like I'm not gonna sit up here and say I wasn't motivated by at least Dantay London to get on YouTube. You know, check out some of my other videos, and that'll put a little context on it. But you know, but at the end of the day, it's all entertainment, and they got people invested, and they got to give the people what they want. Now, if you want to follow it, it's at your discretion. You know, people may be invested into your content, and you know, I had a viewer say, she said, hey, I think she probably unsubscribed from me too. She's like, hey, this particular content creator, he gave a really good breakdown, a really deep dive on Dantay London, and I think you should probably check it out, and this, that, and the other, right? And I checked it out. It's not my style, not my type of content. Not gonna be on here like tearing people down and, you know, browbeating, you know, situations and telling people like, oh man, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, don't watch them, blah, blah, blah. Because at the end of the day, just like these two content creators, they're gonna do what they want to do. You know, that's it. They're gonna do what's working for them, and then what's not working for them, they're gonna jump on the next wave, and you know, so on and so forth. Now, most people are like, well, you know, you're part of the problem. It's like anything anybody's invested in, man. I don't care if it's a singer, a preacher, or a church, or, you know, I ain't trying to, you know, put it on a holy level, but people be investing into things, right? And people want to support them, right? And if y'all want to support your favorite content creators, hey, that's just like the equivalent like of these Twitch streamers that get subs and they get money because they do whatever it is they do on their Twitch channel, right? So that's why I say at the end of the day, it's all entertainment. And who's to say, okay, it may that both of them are in a bad situation, right? And they're both putting their own spin on the whole narrative, far as struggle content, right? And shout out to Ace the OG, man. He kind of coined that term earlier, and they doing the struggle content, and that's what's working for them right now. And I heard another content creator say, if they keep on going down this path, they just gonna lose the trust of their audience, and nobody ain't gonna want to mess with them no more. But at the end of the day, it's their channel. At the end of the day, people are invested in their channel and what they got going on, and they got to give the people what they want. And one thing I noticed with Dantay London, right? He uploads less, it has triple the views. That's crazy. That's the power of the internet, right? It's crazy. And so, it's pretty much like a whole soap opera. He's showing he's showing his vulnerable side. Pretty much putting all his somewhat personal life on. Well, he putting his I can't even sugarcoat that one, man. He putting his personal business out there. You know what I'm saying? But it just looks authentic. It's pretty much what you expect, and that's why I think people be so invested in this type of content. Now, as for Dodash, man, I mean, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? She said, I'm on pivot. I'm down bad too. So we gonna get on the struggle bus. We gonna get on the struggle bus. And man, it's just ironic that she kind of got on the struggle bus too when Dantay London fell from grace. So, at the end of the day, I say once again, it's all entertainment, and you can be upset, you can be mad, but at the end of the day, it's their channel. They cultivated it, and they brought it up to its point where it's at now. And like any content creator, you got to give the people what they want, and that's just what it is. If they losing viewers and viewership and people, let me put it like this, y'all. It's almost like if you had a loved one, right? And they had some type of addiction or whatever, and you told them, okay, man, you keep on doing this and you keep on going down this path, man, it's gonna be on this destructive path. It's not gonna end well for you. And ultimately, that loved one or that person has to take what you're saying, consider it, and then move in what direction they want to move. But at the end of the day, these people gonna do whatever it is they gonna do, and they may see your comments, and at the end of the day, they gonna do what they want to do, and that's the bottom line. All right, that's my time, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Do you feel that these two are making the struggle content, and this is their channel, and this is what they're giving their viewers? This is what they're giving the people what they want. They're giving their viewership their type of content. That's what they're invested in. Or do you feel that they're misleading people or whatever? Keep it respectful. I'm not gonna be on here on some Dodash and Dontay bashing though, but at the end of the day, that's what I think. At the end of the day, I think it's just all entertainment. All right. If you are subscribed, I appreciate you. If you're not subscribed, you can consider subscribing. If not, it's okay. If you're a casual viewer, that's cool too, because I got a view from you. Maybe in the near future, or maybe sometime down the road, you subscribe. But if you got somebody that's invested in these two content creators, send them my link and my whole take on this whole situation, man, because everybody has their own unique take. Every content creator is different. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all hearing what I gotta say, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.